So it's another day off, another workout down, on my way to the salon for another tanning bed session. All in all, the look is turning out pretty well. And this last Saturday, the episode of The Rude Awakening came out on YouTube, and my match for Colorado Springs Wrestling, the triple threat match, was started around the 3.5 minute mark. And the guy who does the show, he said the match came out pretty good, looked pretty good. The ref, who's the owner promoter, said the match looked pretty good. My boy, Big Guns Justin Andrews, who's the Colorado Springs Wrestling champion, he said it looked pretty good. And but like many other pro wrestlers, I want to see in video myself how it came out, because no one's going to be a bigger critic for myself than myself. And so I checked it out, and yeah, the match day was pretty good. I would have to say it was probably my best match here in Colorado. My fifth match, and it was the best. And he did say, the owner promoter Dan, he did say I did so well that I will see future bookings. I told them I'll be off, and I'll be there to support them on the October 13th show, which stars Marty the Moth Martinez from Lucha Underground. So I'll go for that. And Dan, he said, just like the car show, make sure I have my gear, because we never know what's going to happen, which good chance is I'll be on the card, which will be awesome, performing in the same show as TV's Lucha Underground wrestling star, their champion right now, Marty the Moth Martinez. And it'll get some exposure in front of a big name, and it'll get me to showcase more of what I could do. So also I will take the CEO of Inspiration Field up there with me, so he can see how a wrestling show not only goes, but the kind of crowd you can get and the potential for money you can make. And so later on this week, I'll learn more about the future of Warzone Wrestling, but also next week I'm planning on taking him there so he can see how it runs, how it goes, so he can see the potential for money it'll make, so it'll push it even closer for Warzone Wrestling. And like we talked about, instead of being weekly, it'll be every other week. That way we don't have to buy our own building. We can set up in a gym, and which will make it a lot easier on us and make us more profit. That way we ain't got to spend money on rent and electricity, utilities, all that. We make more of a profit, both myself and Inspiration Field, and the wrestlers make a lot more money. So all in all, that looks like it's moving pretty good. Colorado Springs Wrestling looks like it's moving pretty good for me. There's still Tri-States. It's Colorado Springs Wrestling will get me looked at by other promotions. Rocky Mountain Pro has some wrestlers that wrestle for there. Iron Hills in Pueblo, they have some wrestlers that wrestle for Colorado Springs Wrestling also. And Primos and New Era. So it'll help build my pro wrestling career here in Colorado, because like they told me, the Irish Xtreme has potential for being big here in Colorado. So we're going to see how that goes, and hopefully it starts out my future here in Colorado. But later on this week, I'll learn more about the future of Warzone Wrestling. So another day off. This one on a Saturday. So I am going to the tanning salon right now, doing the vertical tanning booth, which you stand in, get a more even tan, better help the image of the Irish Xtreme. So the owner of Inspiration Field, he is going to make his final decision after he accompanies me to the Colorado Springs Wrestling show next Saturday on the 13th. Like I said, they told me make sure I take my gear just in case they need me, which of course is common practice in the indies. Always take your gear. Rule number 1. It worked the last Colorado Springs Wrestling show, the last CSW show. Hopefully it works this one, especially with Lucha Underground champion Marty the Moth Martinez wrestling at the show, because it'd be awesome to perform on the same show as a Lucha Underground wrestler. So it's somewhat good news for Warzone Wrestling, and it is good news for Colorado Springs Wrestling also. So after next Saturday, I will know the definitive answer on moving forward with Inspiration Field for Warzone Wrestling, WZW. And like I said, hopefully rule number 1 pans out for a CSW show next Saturday. But right now, going to the tanning salon. Gonna try hit it up 2 more times after today. Try hit it up after work on Tuesday, and my day off on Thursday, and that way I get a nice tan just in case I'm needed next Saturday. So that's how my week's gonna end today, or this week.